Welcome to Thursday's Math. I'm so thankful that you can join me for math today. Today we are going to work through a few things. It's a little bit lighter this week. Some practice, some review, getting ready for the end of the year. We're wrapping everything up. One thing I would really like you to do is that fact practice. So I will repeat this at the end of the video, but practice those facts, guys. It is going to make math so much easier for you next year if you know your facts. That's all there is to it. And the only way to know them is practice, practice, practice. Understand how those numbers work together and practice, practice, practice. All right? Thank you for joining me. Let's get started right now. All right, guys, I'm back with Thursday's Math. Now, as you will notice, there's more subtraction practice. I hope you're really as jazzed about that as I am. Now, for today, we're going to do the measurement strand of our math. So in measurement, we're doing time, things like that. So today it's a lot of time. It says the time is 7:30 p.m. What time was it 2 hours ago? So it's 7:30. We're going to count back 1 hour to 6:30 and 1 hour to 5:30. So it's 5:30. Count back 2 hours. Number 2, what time is it? What time is it? So we're going to look. Okay. Well, I've got, first I look at my hour hand. My hour hand is in between 5 and 6. So it is definitely after 5, not quite 6. So it's still 5. Then I look at my minute hand and I count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's 5:25. All right. All right, the next one. Oh, excuse me. It's a little dusty in my basement today. Okay, find the perimeter and the area of the shaded shape. So they don't care about this part. They're looking at this shaded shape. Let's zoom in on that and have a look. And so it says the perimeter is how many units? Perimeter, remember, think perimeter highway goes around the outside of the city. Perimeter, we will count the perimeter. So I'm just going to highlight what we're counting here so you can see. This here is the perimeter. You see there? See, that's the perimeter. So what we're going to do is we are going to count. You can do it this way where you do 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2 and count them all, add them all up. Or you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever works for you. I'm going to have you figure that out. So you're going to count all the way around the outside. There are your measurements. You could add all of them up, or you could count each square one by one. Remember, don't forget that little 1 spot. The area is how many square units. So count how many squares are in this shape. And you would write the number there. Number 4, show how to divide the shape into question 3 into 2 rectangles. Now, right here, I just divided it into 2 rectangles, okay? Now it's asking you to find the area of each rectangle and the total area. Here's a hint. You already figured out the total area. So I want you to figure out the area of each rectangle. We'll call this one A and this one B. Okay, they're just asking for the area they want to know, and you could just do length times width, so 3 times 2 and 1 times 3, and that'll give you the area. Okay, now on to this part here, and I love math so much. Remember how on Tuesday I said you needed to practice your subtraction? Well, we're going to practice some more today because I know how important it is for you to get this down. As you go up in years in school, your numbers are only going to get bigger. Now, I'm going to model the first 3 for you, and then you're on your own. You're going to try this on your own. I know most of you don't even need me to model your work, but I'm going to do 3 just in case that you're like, I forgot. So sometimes we forget after a couple days of not doing it, and that's perfectly fine. But if you are forgetting after a couple days of not doing it, then you don't quite have those pathways down in your brain. It should just take a quick reminder. All right, 6 subtract 7. Okay, I can't do it, so I'm going to borrow from a neighbor. I'm going to take these 10s here. Okay, I'm going to turn it into 8 tens. Guys, this one's a better for count up. If you look at it, it's 9, but I'm just going to model the strategy anyway, but this would have been a good count up because the numbers are so close. All right, I have 8 tens now. I'm going to move one of my tens over there. Now I have 16 subtract 7, which is 9. 8 subtract 8 is 0. Okay, I'm going to model the next one here. These ones are far enough apart that I could do count up, but I'm just going to do Grandpa's way. So 0 subtract 6, I can't do it, so I need to borrow from a neighbor. I go to my neighbor. Can I borrow a 10? Why, yes, you can. Here you go. 10 subtracts 6 is 4. 8 subtract 4 is 4. 44. All right, my last one that I'm going to check out here. 1 subtract 8. Okay, I have 1 and I'm subtracting 8. I can't do that. That doesn't work with grade 2 and 3 math. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow from a neighbor. So I take this, it's now 8 tens, and I move 1 10 over here. Okay, 11 subtract 8. Think about it. It's 3. 8 subtract 8 is 0. Now, ones like this one and this one, guys, are a good candidate for count up. You don't need to do subtraction. They're a really good candidate for count up. But again, you don't have to. Whatever is an easiest strategy for you. If I see a number where it's 98 or 99 and 88 and 91 and they're so close, I would just count up. But again, if you like the Grandpa's way strategy, and that's the one I was trying to model because that's what most of you need to do, you can use it. I do find when they're that close though, sometimes it's just like for this one, which one here? 56, 51, and 46. Okay, I know 46 to 50 is 4, right? Because 6 plus 4 is 10. And then 1 more is 5. The difference for this one would be 5. I don't have to, if you start at the bottom number and you count up, okay, you just count from this number, count up to the second number, you'll find the difference. It's totally up to you whether you want to do it that way or a different way, but that is also an option. Some people have asked, like, what do you mean you can use whatever strategy you want? When the numbers are close, you can count up rather than doing Grandpa's way. You can always count up. Sometimes it's just a lot to count. All right, let's turn to the other side. Oh, that is your ELA. Now we're going to find the perimeter. I am going to model but one of these, and then I'm going to let you work on the rest yourself. Now, you only need to find the perimeter. If you would like to find the area as well, I'd love to see it. It does say perimeter. Perimeter is all the way around the outside. So first, you label how many each are. Okay, so I'm going to start by going, this is 3, the width is 3, the length is 4, 3 and 4. Now I'd add them up. 4 and 4 is 8, 3 and 3 is 6, 8 plus 6 is 14. Now if I was going to do my area for a rectangle, it's length times width. So you'd go 4 times 3 is 12. 12 units squared. And if you were to count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I would find my area that way too. I encourage you to do area and perimeter, but I did not add it to the sheet. Oh dear. I did not add it to the sheet. So, you know, it's up to you. I really do think you should practice area and perimeter. It's a good skill to know. So just remember that area is length times width when you're doing the area of a rectangle or a rectangle or a square. Okay? Okay. All right. I am going to let you go. That's it for your math for this week. Now, I would really, really, really like it if you could practice those facts. Go check out a daily 10 if you have the time today. You did it! See, that wasn't so bad. I really appreciate everybody who's showing up for their math, guys. It means a lot to me that you're here, you're trying. I really like it. Now, today, if you have extra time, I'd like you to go and practice those math facts. Let's start next year knowing our addition facts, right? You should know your addition facts to 20. You should know some subtraction facts. When you think, all right, 10 subtract 2, you should know it's 8 right away. Okay? Practice those addition and subtraction facts. Practice your multiplication facts. Whatever you'd like to do today, you can find a link for Daily 10 and instructions on how to set that up in this morning's message. All right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please send me your work if you have time to do so. I love seeing it. If not, I will see you on Monday for more math.